Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Premiere Next. In this video you are going to get all the information related to the latest review updates of the movie called Heeramandi. Mulakayan, the current Heeramandi madam, has come to her rival's home to brag. The evening was supposed to be Faridan's Nathutre, or her first mujra for the aristocracy of Lahore. However, Mulakayan has outwitted her and put on another show that the Nawabs were unable to miss. There is some distance between defeat and victory, she now mocks Faridan. It's not something you can walk. The younger woman rises up and crosses broken glass pieces to walk barefoot to Mulakayan. Your hem contains traces of my mother's blood, an entirely other narrative and mine too now, she remarks. This is a veil worn by Mulakayan, the madam spits back. So little will not quench its thirst. Heeramandi, as you may have guessed, is a lot. A great deal of Urdu. An excessive amount of itter. Many of Manisha Koirala's statements regarding love are depressing. Often employing 25 words when 4 will do. It is definitely Sanjay Leela Bhansali's first series, and it is evident in it. However, Bhansali isn't trying to produce modern or even prestige television. Heeramandi employs his intricate approach in pre-streaming episodic programming, which features family members engaged in a never-ending struggle for dominance. Mulakayan is the head of this family, but she's more of a despot than a matriarch, using intimidation and deception to keep her group of wives under control. She even refuses to accept motherly greetings from her own daughters, the dreamy poet Alamsb and the covert communist Biboyan, demanding that they address her as Hazur. Although everyone else in the brothel is treated appallingly, her sister Wahida is abused even worse. The only person who can get away with voicing her opinion is Lajo, an opium-addicted, broken-hearted waif. Faridan, the spitting image of her deceased mother, enters an already explosive milieu and is determined to exact revenge on Mulakayan. The way Zulfikar, the first Nawab we encounter, is shown passionately interacting with the blinds of a horse carriage gives you an idea of how unimportant the Nawabs of Heeramandi will be over time. Only those who can afford their services are Heeramandi's patrons, the Nawabs. With the exception of the ugly monsters, egotistical, dumb, and British allied Tidar, scion of the Balloch family and recent returnee from England, who is also a covert revolutionary. He sees Alamsb a mushera and falls madly in love, cuddling up to her and getting polite smiles in return rather than a slap in one of the weakest Bhansali meet-cutes. The romance between Alam and Tar serves as a unifying theme for Bhansali and authors Vibhupuri, Divinity Sharma, and Moin Beg. It links up with Bibo's covert freedom struggle, stimulates Mulakayan's neurotic, Havisham-like terror of young love, and provides Faridan with an opportunity. It's unfortunate that the strand itself is so frail. Part of it can be attributed to the writing. It's implausible that Alam would rely on Faridan, her mother's sworn adversary, to help her romance, and it's even less plausible that Mulakayan wouldn't find out. Siegel is involved, though. She appears to find it difficult to look actors in the eye and instead just keeps staring off into the horizon with a dreamy expression. The lone woman in Heeramandi who hasn't given up on life is given a very lifeless performance that is so planned. Although Shah's soft-serve Nawabzada is charming, it would have been even more appealing if Bhansali had coupled him with fellow rebel Biboyan. In one of the initial scenes, Mulakayan and her ladies are shown being astounded by a phonograph demonstration in 1945 despite the fact that the first recording of one of these was made in India in 1902. This brought to mind Jubilee, a television series that provided an abundance of rich period information while simultaneously manipulating its historical timeframes. Undoubtedly, Bhansali finds wives fascinating in all aspects of their lives: clothing, jewelry, speech, and music, and it's possible that this portrayal of a courtesan's life in the 1940s is true. However, this attention is limited to what is inside Heeramandi's boundaries. The British are teeth-grinding sadists. The Nawabs are brutes. And the freedom movement is as we've seen it in countless films. Even though it's not unimportant that the majority of the characters in the series are Muslims, the Muslim League and the concept of Pakistan ought to at the very least be discussed in Lahore in 1945. All 8 episodes are directed by Bhansali, who also wrote the stiff, if formally impressive, music. Several creative details are included, such as a prayer for the deceased said from behind a thin curtain, a jazzy piece featuring wealthy Lahoris and Faridun captured on camera in a tableau, and Mulakayan lying down in all her beauty and placing jewels on her eyes to look as cold as a gorgeous corpse. The familial psychodrama and hothouse atmosphere in Pakis and Umroyad reminded me of Tennessee Williams, more so than the obvious touchstones. Particularly Sanjay Sheikh exudes a Williams-like fever. Her Wahida is so unlucky that she resorts to publicizing her losses. However, Koirala keeps the show cohesive. Her acting style leans towards interiority, yet she's playing a character who must always be the center of attention. Mulakayan has a memorable waspishness because of this tension, as if Koirala is irritated at having to turn it up to 11 all the time. The fact that a show on the business of desire manages to avoid discussing LGBT love is telling. In one scene, Jason Shaw's character, British Police Chief Cartwright, wears only a towel as he carries the squad-loving, fluttering local fixer Ustad, a happy, smiling Indresh Malik, out of frame and seemingly has sex with him. However, nothing else indicates that Cartwright is attracted to guys. In one scene, Faridun beckons one of her two wives to join her on the bed in a suggestive manner. This is also a tease, a one-off. Every frame is meticulously crafted, effectively constricted with style. They accomplish everything but make the heart skip a beat in their opulent sameness. The evocative quality of Bhansali's images has faded. They were both more full and emptier than they could have been. If you are watching this video on YouTube, please click on the like button and subscribe to the channel for the latest updates related to upcoming movies and series.